Hello YouTube and vinyl community, Retro Nostalgia Fanatic here. Today I'm going to show you some record finds I actually got for an update on my vinyl collection. So I'm going to begin with some of the 45s I got. Here's an American pressing of Billy Preston's Nothing from Nothing, back with Soul Is My Witness. It's upside down. So, here's that. And the record plays really good. And then here's Hall & Oates, Maneater, back with Delayed Reaction. It has the original picture sleeve. Alright, next up we got is now on to the LPs. So I'm going to start off with the Beatles, because they're my favorite band, and majority of these are Beatle finds. Alrighty. Okay, let's start off with this UK pressing of Rock and Roll Music Volume 2. Back of it. I think it's actually from 1981. No, it's from 1976. It's from the double disc album Rock and Roll Music, which the Beatles did not like, actually. This is Volume 2. I'm still looking for Volume 1. I want to get the original double disc album cover version of the album. Here's the records in near mint shape. It's in beautiful condition. I grade it as like near mint minus. Jacket isn't perfect, but the record is on the bright side. Next are some nice finds. Alright, here's a 1970s near mint UK 4th pressing of Yellow Submarine in stereo. Finally got a genuine UK pressing. Now that mono copy you see in my record collection video, that was a Japanese mono counterfeit copy. It wasn't a UK pressing. But I put it in the UK video because it was a UK album. Just only thing was it was a different pressing. But anyway, though, here's the record in beautiful shape. The record sounds flawless. There's no static whatsoever. There's a little bit of dust, but otherwise it's in near mint shape. And I like to put all my records in anti-static sleeves because, well, they're albums I adore. If I buy an album, it's something I like. Sometimes I buy something new, but albums I adore, I like to give them the anti-static record sleeves. Especially my Beatle and Rolling Stone albums. But even some of my other albums, I have some Beach Boy albums I like to put in anti-static record sleeves because I like to take care of them. Next we got is a early 1967 pressing of Collection Beatles Oldies but Goldies. Back of it with the flip backs. This is in really nice shape. What's interesting though is that on the front here, it doesn't say the stereo at all right here, but it is a stereo pressing. It's usually with the when it comes to the record, usually it would say it's a usually would be a one box pressing if it had no stereo logo on it, or early 2-box pressing from 1971 to 1973. But actually what it is a 1968 pressing. Later variation. This is the third variation. There's 3 variations of the first pressing of this album in stereo. This is the third and final variation from late 1967 to early 1968. And the record here, there's only one little light sleeve scratch, but it doesn't affect the play. The record's in beautiful condition, so I'm very proud of having this. Finally got an original stereo pressing. It's not the first variation, but it's still an original 60s pressings, and it's the first pressing, so that's what matters. But I don't play it that often. I have a 1-box pressing of Collection Beatles Oldies, and that's the one I play with, usually on the record player. Alright, next we got are the highlights. I finally got a UK first pressing of Abbey Road. This is a UK first pressing, in excellent condition, with a few exceptions. There's 2 hisses on Here Comes the Sun, and there's about 10 pops on Octopus's Garden, but they're quiet pops, still though effective. Here's the record, dark green Apple label, UK first pressing, and the back does not say Her Majesty on the back, and I'll show you for proof. Second pressings are the last versions with the dark green Apple label, but they have the Her Majesty credit on it. This one does not. You can see it. It does not say Her Majesty anywhere. So it's a first pressing, and the record sleeve's laminated. This one I'm a little disappointed with because the seller said it's in excellent plus condition, where to me, I say more like very good plus or excellent minus. But the record plays good, despite 10 pops on Octopus's Garden and 2 hisses on Here Comes the Sun. But everything else sounds fantastic. I'm planning to get an upgrade of a UK first pressing of Abbey Road. I want to get an upgrade to replace this one, but for now, I'm happy to have it. It's a playable copy. This is the one I'll just be playing on from now on. But if I want to find a near mint or excellent plus condition copy of Abbey Road, in a UK first pressing, by the way, that sounds flawless. Or even a second pressing in near mint. The first 2 pressings are pretty expensive, especially the first pressing. But the second pressing, I've seen some of those going for some prices now. But hopefully I find a near mint copy of the first pressing of Abbey Road. However, I do have a near mint UK first pressing of Let It Be. This record is a first pressing. Now the record sleeve, let me take it out to show you. This is my favorite record so far. I'm very proud of. Other than that first pressing of Collection Beatles Oldies and Abbey Road, this copy is in near mint shape. There's only 1 crease right by George right here. You can't see it, but there's a crease right here. Other than that though, the front isn't, oh, and there's a crease right down here on the bottom. Only 2 creases on the front, and for the back, barely any creases. Mainly on like the very bottom spine here. But yeah, it has the dark green Apple label, but the thing is, it's a first pressing because the matrix number is -2U on both sides. Now, here's the record. Let me show it to you. This one's in near mint shape. This is a beautiful UK first pressing. It plays flawless. There's no scratches on it whatsoever. There's no scratches on it. So I'm very proud to have this. I finally got actual UK pressing of Let It Be. There's only some sleeve marks on side 2, but they don't affect the play whatsoever. Yeah, there's only just some sleeve marks on side 2, but that's it. Side 1 is in flawless condition. It's flawless. But the sound quality is amazing, so I'm very happy to have a nice near mint UK first pressing. Yeah, there's sleeve marks, hairlines on side 2, but side 1 just is perfect. And for a first pressing, that's pretty rare. So, and the sound quality on both sides, hairlines don't affect the play. It sounds near mint. Sounds like it got brand new at the record shop. So I'm very happy to have this. Alright, and then I got some more records. Almost done, actually. Here's a German 1970 reissue of Around It Around with the import sticker, just like my Yellow Submarine album. There's the back. This one's also in near mint condition. Plays flawless. This one doesn't have any scratches or even hairlines. Here's the record. Nova Decca. Alright, here's a Beach Boys album. This is the UK pressing of Best of the Beach Boys Volume 2. Prefer this over the American version. This is in near mint shape. Well, it's not near mint, but the record is. The record sleeve is in excellent condition. It's in fantastic condition. And it's a bullseye capital label. Here's the original inner sleeve. The other ones that I got rid of the original inner sleeves. And here's the bullseye capital label, which is nice. This is like 1970 or 71 pressing. But usually there are 1 boxes and 2 boxes for these capital albums in the UK. So I don't know if this came out before. If you are a UK record collector, let me know if this pressing came out before the Capital 1 EMI box label or after. I'm not sure. This is either between 1969 and 1971. I know that. Alright, and then we got one last album. Rolling Stones number 2. This is actually a counterfeit copy, but why I got it was because it recreated the UK first pressing. And it actually sounds really good. Here's the record. Record label is a recreation of a first pressing, but it's on blue vinyl. I couldn't tell if this was a first pressing or fake, but here I could tell if it's a fake. The label is a recreation of the first Decca pressing, and the sleeve has the blind man text, but the actual record is on blue vinyl. And it actually doesn't sound that bad. It sounds really good, actually. But that, my friends, concludes this video of my record update. You guys have a good day. Peace and love. Happy birthday to Ringo Starr, even though it's not his birthday anymore.